And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 14. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now Manziel. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Jim, recon, 132 fighter. Watch out. X3, 218, chopper.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. To throw on 2nd down. Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. To throw on third down, Fields. And that will be incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Greystone, travel. Five.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a Giant first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue, just make sure you feed me the football? And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one complete to Smith. 11 yards there, first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
22 jet bomber.
Manziel, flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Check, 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 check. Protein spill. Shoot.
Now Balaj. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Ready, set.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Blue draw forfeit. Hey, Alpha. Mike 20, Mike 20. He's tired of you. He's tired of us. Switch. Get it.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
It's a 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Jones. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the shift.
Topper!
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Look, squeeze. Hit it.
Here's Manziel. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready.
Here's a run with Balaj. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Ready.
They'll come out in the pistol. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
36.
Here's Samuels. And boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stopped him behind the line again. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Alert 3.
X3, 218, chopper. Deep grip.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Abuka in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And an alley to run. Now he's hit and the ball comes out. Manziel lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. Pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But the same.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down, Benjamin. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. The Jets out to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Greystone travel.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
61, matchbox lights. Mike 20, Mike 22.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So we reach halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
You've done the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kalen Ballage. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Redskin offense will stay out there and go for 2. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
You draw quarters.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Bravo. Hit it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Tie that left, tie that left. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check 31, check 31. Hatch it, hatch it.
Ready.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught by Bryant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run it with Balaj. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
18 Gator.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Watch twist, watch twist.
Topper, topper.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Big grip, big grip.
Again, it's Balaj. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Gamble pays off. They get the 1st. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down.
Redskins 2-yard line.
Ready.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Check 50, check 50. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
General West. Now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown, baby.
Kalen Balaj, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you got three. Three down.
From the gun, Fields. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up a throw. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll drop the throw. Flushed out right. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. And no way to get loose that time as Manziel goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Now a quick pass to Richardson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Fields. And that will be incomplete. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Fields. And no, it's incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Matchbox lights.
Rush in. Rush in.
Go out.
Sponge. Sponge. Sponge.
Ready.
2nd and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
There we go. Nice move.
A 24-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Running right, Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. Shift. Check.
Protein spill. 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the ready.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 13. Check 13. Shoot.
Hey, Zoo. Big grip.
2nd and 4. He's got Smith here. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Giants' 1st down.
Ready. 30 base.
At the 15-yard line.
Get ready.
Check down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Throwing on first down. Fields under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Off the bootleg. Fields. And this one complete to Reed. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
3 down, 3 down. Check, check. Fresno.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.